Bit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 on our UK map. We are going to continue doing or adding some extra stuff onto the Yorkshire Petroleum line. We will add stuff to possibly Newcastle, definitely Hull, absolutely Leeds because it's right next to it. I need to, however, find a way to get lots more refined oil to those two refineries. I did have a look back at Aberdeen again. I can't actually add a double platform station unless I delete everything in that entire vicinity, which is kind of a nightmare. There is one other thing I can do, and we shall go and have a look at that momentarily. Ooh, look, there's cross-country train. Nice, never seen it up here before. That's the one that heads to Glasgow, but then weirdly goes down the east coast. So this thing is arriving. As you can see, lots of trains are stuck because we're now pushing even more fuel out to other places. And it seems like our Aberdeen facility can't actually keep up with what it needs to take. So we're probably going to need more oil in somewhere around here to sort of bolster up that production. So we'll have a look at Aberdeen. Now, one thing we could do, so what I tried to do was I waited for the train to leave, I deleted the station, I added a double station. It would mean moving this main line here, and with the two station in I can't put the main line back in. It would have meant deleting this and then this and then this and this. It was a bit of a nightmare. So what I'm thinking is we could possibly have another couple of trucks coming in here, taking oil and unloading it here, and have the train come in here. Now this is a 320 as well. This train can actually pass on to the main line and go down here. Now I don't know if I want freight to do that. I think there is possibly freight already doing something along those lines. But yeah, it could continue on and just bring the oil down to York. Now that's going to be an interesting line. We're going to have to sort of work this one kind of slowly. There were some updated Class 37 packs on Steam Workshop. If we go to diesels, the 37-4 ETH fitted. So in here there are, I think there's two petroleum sectors. Here we go, triple grey petroleum sector. So I think there's actually three. Yeah, triple grey, picked in a day, and Stromby day. Cool. So we'll get them running. There's lots of new construction sector. There's tons of liveries in here. Really good job to the modders. Hats off to them. They look awesome. There's also the 37-9, the slugs. There were some more added to that, and the general class 37. I also got some more Class 47s. This one's definitely new. The BR Blue LL Extended. The Prince William, the Prince Henry. This LNER parcels, definitely new. This rail freight distribution in the blue, a train that I've actually seen before in real life, and this one are now sort of on the go. I'd like to get them on somewhere because they're pretty cool. And the rest are all ones that we have potentially seen before. So we'll get trucks, we'll get another probably a drop-off depot over here, and then we'll take oil from there and send out. Now I don't know if this is in range of everything. Apparently it is. So the other trucks that are dropping off crude, this is getting stuff, but I think the most I've ever seen it have is about 12. And then it burns through it at a phenomenal rate and fires it onto the platform here. It's these ones here that are struggling. I'd like more levels to this. There is Wolf, oh, I can't remember his name, Wolf something, has a mod where you can literally, now this is only going to be a drop off, so we'll have that. Will you go in there? Ooh, yeah, it's on this wild hill here. We could have it drop off at that warehouse. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have its own separate drop off. And then we've got the sort of fun task of sending stuff down to Newcastle. Right, so from there, I'm going to do this line now. So from there to there. Change you up to, now it's a road transfer, so it should be green, and this will be RDT road transfer oil abs. I think that is the only oil and abs that transfers. The rest are all stuff that come along. What colour is this? Yeah, they're all like RDDs. These ones here should maybe be green. They are green. Okay, that's fine. That's all good. Happy days. Now I actually want to get a truck on there pretty much instantly, just to make sure that it is working. I think for the moment we'll take something like this, maybe an older one, so buy one of these, a Volvo. We're not going to put high maintenance on this because we don't really need to, but this is RDT oil abs. Right, so off it goes. That gives it a connection between these three and there, and it can start storing it here. Now, this line here, so we are going to come along and go on to the main line, or I possibly might run it along, right, bypass this station and then try and fold it into here somewhere. I don't know entirely how that could work. We also can send it round the back of Dundee. It can go along here and then tunnel round this way. That is a thing that is possible as well. But we have, as you can see, quite a few freight trains sitting there waiting to get rolling. I think you need perhaps a signal up here. Go. There we go. You should be able to go now. There we go. So there are quite a lot of freight trains using this one here. I don't know if I want to add more to that. Would we add more? I mean, they're all going to the same place. They will all end up on this track here and go to over here, where they're probably going to pass through and then continue along this way. Now it gets complicated because I think I'm going to have to fold this line in here, and to make it look nice, we're going to have to go out this way and then sort of cross over and go round to there. Okay, so that's a plan. That's at least a plan that we have there. So let's have a look. Let's start taking the line from Aberdeen. We want 75 miles per hour. Now, this is the non-catenary stuff, and I want to use that for this section. Now, will you just pop? Oops, it easy. Right, I think it hates this. Catenary, no, because it's going to be dieseled anyway. Oh, you're so close. Are you so close? So close yet so far. Don't know what it's trying to do there. That's something weird that we don't want it to do. Right, I think it's trying to snap to this road. Yeah, it's trying to snap to the road that's below. And that's why it's popping out. Oh, about there. Yeah. So we've now made this junction even more complicated than it was before. But that's okay. Right, so you're going to head down along the main line. We are going to bypass at Dundee, and then we need to do some sort of railway track building witchcraft to sort of push it back into that line. Now I could push it into the line before Dundee, however lots of trains now stop at Dundee and it is only a 2-platform station. So if the freight train rolls up and there happens to be something either heading north or heading south that stops in there, it is going to be stuck. Maybe not for a long time. They seem to... they just stop and go. They're not there for any particular length of time. None of them are set to wait for a full load. Right, so you are heading out there. Now, what I might do, which is kind of dodgy, and it's something I don't like doing because it's got potential to maybe screw up stuff at a later date. Right, now we can have, so the plan is, alright, get this into there. Yes. That. Into there. Yes. And then we'll want to double slip switch that. Yes. So, train can come down, stay on this line, bypass the station. The other train can come up, then it's going to have to feed into this one line. It's then going to head out that way. So as long as there's a signal here and the train here stops, we should be, for all intensive purposes, pretty good. Now it is going to have to unfortunately share track with other trains until it branches off here and then heads on to there. Right, and then we want to continue on down to Newcastle. Those cement or construction materials and stone trains heading up to the Highlands are pretty good. I'm glad they worked out. Now we can add catenary to this side, so we be as well doing so, or catenary. Right, now again, you are sort of going up, but I would kind of like you to snap onto this. Where do you want to snap onto? Go about there maybe. Pull it off there. Yeah, that's a nice sweeping corner. Okay, we are gonna have to pull you down to there. Now, see, that works. And that works. Okay, we are gonna have to get diamond in here. We'll use the non-post mod to get that in there. It doesn't actually have to cross over there, but another train might want to do so later. Okay, right, this is going to be interesting because we're sort of running out of land here. Right, so make that. Bullhead truck and wooden sleepers with limited speed. Yep. Okay, right. We want to do a slight deviation here. Whoa. Okay. So far, so good. Connect you up to there. Yes. Are we going to be able to connect that up there? The answer is yes, so that's good. Get you around there. Get you around there. Okay, this is looking pretty good so far. We are going to want to branch it onto this line, and then just before this one we're going to head out and then join it up to this one, and then we're going to push it out in the tunnel and then join it up here. Okay, we could have a line extend out that way to Carlisle. That is something we could potentially do. But we'll get this section done first. So I think before this bridge is where we should sort of aim for. There we go. There's a nice cross-country class 800 there. In diesel configuration. Alright, so I want you to pop out about there. That's fine. And you go there. Right, we will need signals for this. Alright, how is this going to work? So I kind of would like you... Alright, this never works. Or hardly ever works. It could be because that there is a signal there. We're going to wait for this 225. Dirty Harry there. Alright, you need a wash, my friend. Let's remove this, because I think that is potentially causing some issues. Okay, right, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Place that back in there. It's going to have to be placed back in there anyway. And then we'll want this to sort of branch off. Okay. A rather obscure route down to Edinburgh, but it's going to be fine. Now I want... Oh. Give me that. Give me the edge of this track. There we go. You continue on. You continue on as... Whoa. Continue on as well. Alright, now this road is here. Please tell me I can sneak that in. I can. Woofed. The game was kindly generous there. It actually cut us some slack, as they say. Alright, so you're potentially going to have a freight train running past you. What we want to do though is possibly about here. Branch that out. Now that may look potentially hideous inside here, right? But for now, it's good. We're happy. We shall leave it as so. How will you pop out to there? That comes along and into there. There we go. Make it slightly nicer. Pop you around there. Sweet. Now I think that this train should potentially share the line with the other petroleum train so that I know where things sort of are. Which we could do. This was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a complete nightmare to get that in. We still have to build the line from Aberdeen, or create the line. So we could have some nonsense that ensues yet. We'll just see. You there. You there. Pop you there. Excellent. Pop you here. Pop you there. There and there. There and there. And then it branches off. And then we're going to take another line that branches back over this way. If we want to do that in the future. It is an option. So you're going into tunnel. Alright, so I need to stop you there. Stop you there. We shall stop you there. Stop you there, and stop you there. Right, so all them all now sort of stop in the correct places. Right, now we'll have that go there. I'm going to smooth out this area, and I'm going to do it now, lest I forget. I don't know if I want to keep this depot, or perhaps maybe branch this onto here or onto there. It's right now it's just a sort of spare. Okay, right now this area here could be complicated. Let's just take it slow. So we have a signal there, that will stop them. Have one there, that will stop then, and everything else can be stopped at that side. But we now have to do this section, so we might have to stop you there for train crossing. We remove this one. However, we will add some further up. And I also want to stop you there as well. Okay, so far, so good. You there, perfect. Here as well. Maybe about here. Definitely have one there. Definitely have one there and one there. So these are all connected now. The train is going to be bypassing this, and I could maybe try and squeeze a little bypass line in here. We might do that in the future. We'll see how busy this gets. One thing I regret doing is not putting in the through platforms that you often see in stations. So if you're standing on a platform, there's a set of tracks in front of you. The train can stop at that platform in front of you, but there might be two lines in the middle that just run straight through, and it allows passing trains to sort of blast through the station at high speed without any hindrance to their sort of journey. They don't have to wait for trains that are stopped in platforms in front of them. They can just sort of cruise past. That may also give a train that is a lot faster an opportunity to pass a train that is maybe slower and has more frequent stopping intervals. Now this area here is the next task. Now these two signals here should be absolutely fine. However, we want to add, we want to stop you there, and then this one can head out, and I'm going to place that there. Okay, this actually might not be as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Right, now this area here, so I think we should definitely stop train there. We're stopping these ones over here, which is fine, and then we've got signals on here to stop them. Now this train could continue on and go henceforth to somewhere, possibly round the back, join onto there. I could have even placed a small freight station right here and have them pick up and then go around there and deliver, which is something we may do. I might add that. The thing I really miss from Transport Fever 1, and I know there is a mod for this, is curve stations. Curve stations were the shiz, and it meant that adding a station like round here, because not all stations in the world are straight like this. Some of them are curved. You have to adhere to the terrain where towns and cities are sort of built, or how they're built. Right, so I'm probably going to have to launch the train from up here. Right, let's go and have a look and see what the game has in store for us. So new line, make it black. Black is super easy to see. Go here. Right, and what we shall do is go down to York. Okay, right, it's split off, so get rid of that, pull up line 1 only, so it's coming down here. Yay, it's split off. That's the sort of best we could have hoped for. It is going the correct direction. Also, we couldn't have hoped for more than that. It continues down here, it branches off here. Excellent. and then continues on its merry way. So this is so far so good. We are approaching Dundee, which might be that problem area. Yep, this is good. Right, what are you doing? Okay, so it is branching off here. So it's coming down, and then it is going up there, but it is not coming back this way. So it could be that it's chosen to go, yeah, it's chosen to go in here. Now, if we would be as bold as to try and get a diamond in here, then this, no catenary, because we're in Shotland. Shotland does not work. The catenaries. We don't have electrified rail up here in the north. They do down beside sort of Glasgow, Edinburgh way, but yeah, not up here, not Aberdeenshire, Dundee, Inverness, anywhere like that. No. I was about to say, this definitely will go. Ooh, look at that. Right, let's just check it again. Because even though it was perfect all the way from York to Dundee, it has changed on to what we wanted to do now, but it might have screwed up further down the line. Right, so this is all good. Yep. Yes, loving it. Great. Well done. Thank you. Excellent. Oh, that's really good. I'm actually super happy that worked. Right, how much stuff is this going to take? Woofed. I have no idea. It depends on how well that the trucks loading up with oil actually get oil to send across. So we're totally reliant on that. Now this line has been established. Let's throw in a depot. That's a station, not a depot. Spin you around. What? Oh, whoa. What did you push there? Ah, you pushed B. It is dangerous that rotate of buildings and items and an M is so close to B. A slight tap and boom, something's gone. Something that was key and integral to your transport network. Now this one is here. I'm going to launch one from this side. I don't know if I wanted to take fuel back to Aberdeen. There is something really strange that Aberdeen gets very little fuel, but it requires so much. And I have checked the truck routes, and the truck routes actually cover everywhere that needs fuel, but the trucks don't get any fuel. It's sad. Anywho, right, let's look for, so start from the beginning. Now looking at the liveries is cool, but it's easier to find them. There we go. Petroleum sector, triple grey construction sector, triple grey petroleum sector. So we're going to go with one of these, and then we're going to go with, I don't know, I think maybe something else. Triple grey distribution sector, regional railways, Carthay C and W work. Okay. I mean, the intercities could be cool. Regional Railways Scotland Highland Express, that's cool as well. Triple grey aluminium 100. I don't know. Triple grey Transrail Loch. Oh. EWS and Highland logo. EWS the Royal Scotsman. Could be cool. The Royal Scot. The grey darker one off. What? The grey darker one off. Bont Y Bermo. No idea. DRS Compass, Spirit of the Lakes. I might use another DRS train. Lord Hinton, because they have got really cool. Sir Robert McAlpine and Concrete Bob. Stephen Middlemore. Spirit of the Lakes, revised. It's pretty cool. Mary, Queen of Scots. Unbranded Preservation. That's cool. So if you're doing a sort of museum, you could use this preserved class 37. DRS logo, Isle of Mull. The Avro Vulcan. That's pretty cool. Named after the plane. Lord Hinton. Colas BR Large. DRS BR Large. Blackpool Tower. Concrete Bob. The DRS plane. Victorious. So we have got tons to choose from. I'm going to go with this. Mary Queen of Scots. And I would imagine this is probably used for passengers. It's now going to be used for freight. Yay. Cargo. Do we want to mix it up a bit and perhaps use these? So these have a capacity of 14. The unbrandeds have a capacity of 20. Now it depends how much this is going to be able to take. I don't think it's particularly going to take a lot, or it's going to get the amount of refined oil as we would like. So I'm going to go with some black unbrandeds. I'm going to keep going. Capacity of 210, 175 meters. We can go up to perhaps you know what's going to be cool? This is something we have not done in some time. Diesel. Add another one. Why the hell not? The slugs, the ETH fitted. Alright, I'm just going to take a standard triple grey. I've not done this in ages. Cargo. Triple header. Capacity is 185, so we can go up to 320. 303, capacity of 378. Buy it. Set it on a line. Now it should be line 1. Alright, let's see if this actually works. And to doing that freeze frame thing, it's the game is deciding whether it's going to allow us to do this madness or not. It is a 50-50, ladies and gentlemen. Is a train going to pop out of the depot, or is the game going to crash? I just don't know. I did actually have a crash when loading in the new slugs and ETH fitted. I think there's possibly a mod loading order that you need the sort of version 1s, version 2s, and then the sort of added packs at the end. One of mine was reversed round. But if you move it in the loading sequence, it should be good. Now this is taking a long time, but there are a lot of vehicles. I don't know. I think the game maybe has crashed. It worked. Holy crap. Right, push play. I was slightly, only very slightly, upset there. I thought this wasn't going to work. So there's a petroleum sector triple grey. This one has a dog painted on the side of it. It looks to be, is that a cat? Is that a dog? Mary, Queen of Scots. There we go. We've got another standard triple grey there. Now this is being launched, but we are going to launch another one from the Aberdeen side. We'll maybe make that a mix of Total and what do you call it? BP. A mix of Total and BP. Wait, how long are you? This station's 320, right? This train is only 303. So I could have potentially added another. Yeah, we've got tons of room. That's great. Look at it. This is awesome. Petroleum sector, because this is, well, petroleum. A sort of a pre-state of petroleum. Right, so we want a depot up here. We shall spin you round. We get you in there. Now for this one, diesels again. Go into here. Now there are two other. Wait, Mary Queen of Scots was at the top. Was it? That was down the bottom. Petroleum sector, so we'll take this one. And this one here. So, Stromedy and Pectinidae. We will get cargo. S-cargo. And we'll make it, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. What's that? 252202. I might make this train slightly smaller. Capacity of 360, 266, right. That's probably going to be fine. It probably ain't even going to see close to that number unless those trucks, or the one truck that is currently running there, sort of ramps up what it is doing. Now, hold on. Ooh. Freeze frame, again. I only get this when buying stuff from the depots. It's something that, even before the Vulcan update, it did take a long time to decide what it is you had bought and where it needed to go. Now, you need to go out this way. However, right, I want you to have at least the option to go on to your correct line. So, too much curvature. Okay, so if there's too much curvature at that side, there's definitely going to be too much curvature at this side. Okay. Remove that. Maybe have it go a bit here where it's not as curvy. Slightly more straight there. Yeah. Needs to come further up. God. You know what? Screw it. Go there. Go there. There you go. Now you have the choice of where you want to go. There we go. There's our petroleum sectors. They are really cool. So yeah, it's got Shell livery on it. Even though we're taking Total stuff. Does this one have? Ooh, hello bridge. Does this one have Shell logo on it? It does. That's okay. Right, if you guys could speed up. Oh my god, it's got oil. Sweet. RDT oil labs. Yes. 9 of. Hopefully that'll ramp up. That's what we're at least hoping for. Now you come in. This guy's already in here. Excuse me. Ow. That actually really hurt. Yeah, I love this. I love this truck station. Because it uses all of these. I think there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 maybe? Maybe even 10. Terminals. 10. Yeah, it uses all of these. And it's got quite a high capacity as well. So you're bringing another 10. So you can hold 30. 30 is, well, good. Really. So this one is heading off. Let's jump on board. We'll see how it gets on. Power-wise and speed-wise. It's gotten up to 30 miles per hour. I would imagine it's because all that is still crossing the junction there. We want to see how it performs also at the Dundee crossover. Is it going to be a nightmare or is it going to work just fine? Who the hell knows? But we're probably not going to run into our three-headed friend for some time. There we go, there's a ScotRail train going past. I think that's one of the first trains we had on the line. There we go. Some class 43s there. Right, here's the test. So you stopped. The Glasgow train is heading out. This ScotRail service should move. Is it going to let the freight train go first or is it going to let the passenger? It's going to let the passenger train go first. I'm actually happy about that. That definitely makes more sense. The three-headed train is actually directly in front of us. How did you get up here so quickly? And painfully. It did wait a really long time to allow this train to go. I think it was literally waiting for the Glasgow train to head through a signal over there. Or the LNER train to hit up a signal over this side. Yeah, that is there. Okay, now we've got passenger trains being held up by freight trains, which is the way of the world. There are things you can do to avoid it. Just by adding heaps of extra track. Maybe quad track this, or you could have 4 tracks, well, quad track, 6 track, 8 track. You could have 10 tracks running in parallel. Maybe just assign some to freight, maybe assign some to passengers. There's the sleeper. Nice. Right, so you are heading on your merry way across the bridge. You go. It's supposed to be the 4th rail bridge. Couldn't get the 4th rail bridge mod to actually work. However, I will endeavour to get it working in the future if I ever need it. There we go. So we are now exiting the land of ScotRail and heading into the land of other stuff. There's another freight train, yay! Ah, it's Concrete Bob. Or Construction Bob. Concrete Bob? It's Bob. We know it's Bob. Oh look, there's a Balfour Betty train. Is it actually going faster than this train? Surely no. Oh, there's the LNER stuff there. Those 225s are absolutely destroyed. the older HST 125s seem to not age as bad. But yeah, the 225s are in serious need of some TLC. There we go, Transpennine, heading Edinburgh. We say goodbye to the Balfour Betty train. And then we sort of bypass Berwick upon Tweed here, which is nice. there's a advertisement for the Shinkansen now. Explore Japan. I suppose that could work. It's an advertisement to go and explore or visit Japan. Therefore, that's good. It's not an advertisement to go and ride on a Shinkansen, which wouldn't make any sense in the UK because we don't have one. Although there is the high speed 2, which seems to be, although it would be really cool to have high speed trains in the UK, it just seems like a giant waste of time and money. Hey ho. I think if you lived in Birmingham and you had to commute to London every day for work, it would benefit you hugely. But it's not going to benefit about, 90% of the people living in the UK? Hence for waste of time. Britain is too old. Our infrastructure is terrible for adding new stuff like that. It just causes chaos. And then they build it and they realise that no one actually wants to use this, or it's faster or something stupid to go by plane or car. So there we have it. It's like before. So this train is looking good. I want to jump on the other train, make sure it's not having any mass difficulties. It looks good though. Yeah, before, back in the days, I lived in a town up here called Fraserburgh. There's also a little town just to the right of it called Peterhead, and then Aberdeen is about 50 miles to the south. Now back in the day, I believe the 60s, there used to be a train that went from Aberdeen, a line that had lived for many years, the Buchan and Formartine Railway, that it was previously known as, and it used to have a train that went down to Fraserburgh and down to Peterhead. And then Lord Clownshoes, whatever his name was, the guy that decided that rail was not the future and that trucks were the future of the UK, got rid of, what was it, like 70% of the railways in the UK or something? Because he said that they were obsolete and that trucks were the future. So they got rid of that line. Now this road that goes from Fraserburgh, Peterhead to Aberdeen is a complete nightmare. There's thousands upon thousands of people that need to use it that work in Aberdeen, because Aberdeen is the oil and gas capital of Europe. So there are tons of people that work in the oil and gas industry, but the railway was destroyed. Now everyone drives, and now they're thinking about rebuilding the railway out to these two towns and stopping at all the towns on the way. Which is going to, if they go ahead with it, will cost them a ridiculous amount of money. But the time for that, or I believe that ship has sailed. It's too late to add that now. People just jump in their car and it takes like 40 minutes to get to Aberdeen now. They did extend the dual carriageway all the way to a place called Ellen, which it wasn't before. It was a sort of nightmare, hellish road. And then they dual carriaged it and sort of made it go as the crow flies instead of going and all over the place. So there's no point building the new train there because no one is likely going to use it. I don't know why they suddenly decide to do these harebrained schemes too late in the day. What they should do is invest money on stuff like better internet for everyone in the country, because I am still in an area where 60 megabytes a second is the fastest download speed you can get, and 5 megabytes of upload speed is the fastest upload speed you can get. There are people that live next to me that have the gigabyte connection, so they get, I think it's something like 1 GB down and something like, I don't know, 30, 40 megabytes a second up. Now up is what you need for streaming, etc., for uploading videos to YouTube. So having a 5 megabyte internet connection is seriously crap. Now my internet provider says it's 20, but it is not. There's absolutely no way. I've even had a friend of mine who works for BT confirm that at the cabinet it's nowhere near that. Even, and that's before it's pooled by everyone else that's on that same cabinet. It's like it's nowhere near that. I don't know why companies like Virgin, TalkTalk, BT, Sky, they offer you these great packages, but they are nowhere near what you should get, unless you are extremely lucky. Maybe you live in an area where it's just you and there's one cabinet, the fibre goes to the cabinet, and you're the only person that's pulling the signal off it. But the signal degrades over time and distance, so unless the box is right there outside your house, you are never going to get the full. There's always something in the way. So don't waste money on high-speed trains and stuff like that. Get us better infrastructure. Better communications infrastructure. I mean, for some people the train will be great. I know a lot of people that hate driving from where I used to live to Aberdeen every day. It is actually a nightmare, but it's too late. That time has been and gone. Adding a high-speed train that goes from, like, what's the first stage, Birmingham to London, is not going to benefit anyone. It's not going to benefit anyone in Wales to the west coast. Not going to benefit anyone on the east coast. It's not going to benefit anyone up north. It's only going to benefit you if you are a regular commuter on a Birmingham to London train. Or maybe for the odd holiday maker that needs to grab a flight from Heathrow and needs to jump on at Birmingham. They are extending it up, I think it's Carlisle or something. I'll have to actually look at it. I'm going to look at it tonight. I was actually thinking about building it in this series. We'll have a look though. But there is our petroleum train, our triple header. I really do like the idea of the triple header. And since I have noticed before that double-headed trains, especially class 37s, 47s, etc., do struggle with quite a fair amount of weight on the back. This thing is just eating it up, which is really nice. So I am happy with the triple-headed train. These things as well, those class 66s really struggle with weight. You often see, or I've seen, that it's normally triple-headed. A lot of the heavy freight trains that take or utilise the class 66. Great trains, but yeah, they can't seem to take a lot of weight. But it's the same with the American trains. Mile-long consists often have possibly 3 at the front and even 2 at the back, or maybe even 5 or something at the front, just to haul the mass amount of weight that is behind it. But yeah, we'll leave it there for that episode. I do need to branch out and do fuel lines to other places. We are going to do that soon. In fact, we'll probably do that in the next episode, but I want this to build up first. It's got 26 of 28. That's not going to produce a lot of fuel. And we need to really stretch the fuel out. We need it to go to Leeds, Hull, York, Newcastle. And I think that's all we'll sort of do for that area. I think those towns, most of it is going to be truck, I would imagine. We'll maybe have some smaller trains on the go. To maybe push out to Hull and back up to Newcastle. We might head up to Carlisle. We shall wait and see. But we'll leave it there for that episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you would like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. I've been Danny Boy. This has been Transport Fever 2 on the UK map, and I will Catch you later.